It's been a little while, hasn't it? I know I said I was gonna post this series every single day on my page, and I didn't hold through on that promise. I'm not gonna lie, I went through a whole lot of bullshit this last month. Just to kind of give you a quick summary, I took a little break from content just because, you know, I was grinding these last, I would say 6 months, very hard, consistently posting, whatever. And I honestly just feel like I needed a break. It's the summertime, you know, I just want to take off a little month. Calm shit. My apologies, guys. I'm going to get back on the series again to kind of give you some context as to what's been happening this past month. While I took this break, this little hiatus from content, I decided to get a Airbnb, maybe 2 or 3 hours out from Toronto just to kind of chill, just to vibe, experience summer, just not in Toronto because I've been there for a little bit now. And essentially, I got really fucking sick. I got black mold sickness from this Airbnb I was staying at. And long story short, the lady reported me to Airbnb support and I got scammed of like 5-ish bands. So I got another Airbnb, which I'm at right now in this little cool ass chair. So yeah, I just been here, you know, on a little break, but I decided I want to get back onto content and lock in again with these videos because I feel like a lot of you guys get value from this. A lot of times when I post these videos, even if they don't get crazy views, so many people hit me up from these videos telling me the value in this was amazing, that they learned a lot, and they even implemented it into their day-to-day lives and whatever business it is that they're doing, and they're starting to see success from these strategies I kind of mentioned in these videos. So I'm gonna try to keep up with this series and try to post as consistently as I can, but I'm not gonna promise a video every day just because I don't think I can hold through on that for now. Just super busy with shit. But anyways, in today's episode of 10 Minute Talks, I'm gonna be talking about how I was able to blow up an Instagram account to over 180-ish thousand followers, and how I've been able to generate multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars through this account. I know in the title I put 20K just to kind of keep it clean, but I've generated multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars through this account. I've been living fully off of my personal brand for the last 2 or 3 years now, and I'm comfortably living. Like, I'm making a good 10, 20, 30K every single month through this personal brand. By posting content that I'm barely putting time into, I'm not gonna lie, I use AI for most of it. So in today's video, I'm gonna kind of get into that and kind of talk about what I did, sort of some tips and strategies that you guys can also do if you want to start your own personal brand, and how to get started with content in 2025. As you guys know, the whole idea behind the series is putting on a 10-minute timer and trying to beat the clock and give value within those 10 minutes. So I'm gonna set the 10-minute timer right now. For 10 minutes, 5 seconds, so I have a little bit of buffer time. I ain't gonna lie, I need that. Starting the timer now, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. Perfect. So the first thing that you guys need to understand is account setup and creating your account. Just so you guys know, I do have notes here laid out just so I can keep it a bit more like formulated and try to get through it. But anyways, the first thing to creating your personal brand is understanding exactly what type of content it is that you want to create. I see a lot of people when they run a personal brand, they just be posting whatever they want, which is not the method. Like, you got to post stuff that is very, I would say strict, but also not so strict. You got to choose a niche and have a general umbrella under what content it is that you're going to be creating, right? So for me, the content that I'm creating currently, and this wasn't the content I started with initially, what it is now make money online content, where I teach people how to create content and make money from it. The reason why I'm in this niche is because I've been doing content for the last 2 to 3 years, and I've been able to make thousands of dollars through this. So now I'm just teaching people what I did to make money so they could also do the same thing. Kind of like in this video where I'm giving you guys value, right? When I started out, I think I started out in the agency space. I was running an agency at the time with a couple other guys. So I was creating content that was tailored towards agencies and attracting people that would want to potentially get services from my agency, right? Then I eventually switched over to general AI, where I was teaching people about AI tools and whatnot, which was a cool little niche. Like, I will say it's a growing niche, and like, if you could tap into the right tools and push them as affiliate products, you could definitely make a lot of money through that. But the thing with the AI niche that I found was it's very much a lot of people who want to get into it, but I feel like they just don't have money to invest into it. So you're not attracting the right type of people. So then now with the switch that I've made to making money online, the people that want to make money already have some money and they're willing to invest into it, and usually see a return when they work with me. So that's why I'm in this niche now, and I've been in this niche for the last like year, I would say maybe a little bit longer. So yeah, just pick the right niche and pick a niche that you know kind of resonates with you, but also would align with your content. So when you do create content in this niche or under this umbrella, you're creating content that you also enjoy and you're not forced to do. I feel like when I was running agency content, I did not want to do it, but it was a way to get clients for our business and it was working. So that's the only reason I did it. I wouldn't have done it if it was for my enjoyment. So yeah, pick a niche. It could be literally anything to it. It could be related to teaching people something or making money. It could be related to entertainment. There's multiple different niches that you could choose. You just have to do a little bit of research to see what other people are creating content in that is working for them as well, that's getting views, that's potentially making them money. And then you can also try to get into that niche as well. Okay, so that was my first point. Now, a specific strategy to find specific videos within this niche so you could kind of get into it and start creating content very easily. I'm going to tell you like the method that I do to kind of find these videos. It's very simple, it's very easy. So essentially, first thing you got to do is, once you pick your niche, is write out a list of, I would say, 10 to 15, maybe even 20 keywords related to the niche that you're creating content in or you want to create content in. So let's just say, for example, the niche that I'm creating content in is make money online. Some keywords I can search up is monetization, maybe not the best one. I can search up finance. I can search up side hustle. These are keywords that are related to this niche that I could search up on Instagram directly and potentially find videos related to this, right? And you don't have to do this yourself. You can honestly use ChatGPT to come up with a list of keywords for you. Use a very simple prompt, open up ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT exactly what niche you want to create content in, and to give you a list of 10 to 15 keywords to search up on Instagram to find related videos to this niche, right? That's all you gotta do. Search up those keywords one by one. I recommend that you do it on mobile because on mobile you get a lot better results than you do it if you do it on computer. So search these keywords on mobile, and then there's gonna be, once you start searching up keywords, there's gonna be an option to filter the posts that you see on that page. Just filter them by reels, so you start to see videos rather than just regular posts on that page once you search it up. And now you'll also see the views of these videos. Just go through all the ones that you see have gotten a ton of views, I would say multiple millions of views, and start to interact with the ones that you see that you like and could potentially see yourself also creating. I would say don't go into blindly. Like, do things that you know are related to some sort of experience that you have. If you don't have any experience, it's going to be hard to do this because you need to have some sort of experience. You don't have to have a ton of experience, but if you have some sort of experience, you can kind of build on that over time as you run your personal brand. But as long as you have some sort of experience in some field, you're good. So interact with these videos, I would say, that you see that have went viral in this niche when you search it up on the Reels page, and interact with them for 10 to 15 minutes every single day, and do this for 2 to 3 days on a brand new Instagram account. And what you'll notice is after that third day, you'll start to see some of these videos pop up in your algorithm whenever you open up your Reels tab to see videos and scroll and whatnot. For all the doom scrollers, I know you guys be scrolling and shit. You guys are very comfortable with this one. When you open that page up, you'll start to see a lot of viral videos from this niche starting to get pushed out to you naturally, where you don't have to search up keywords to find these videos instead. And now you got to treat this as a content idea generator, where anytime you see a really good idea, you interact with it further. You like the post, you comment on it, maybe you save it, maybe you share it, right? And you continue to do this every time you open up the algorithm, and this is gonna continue to train the algorithm on more specific videos that you actually enjoy watching, which are technically just videos that have went viral in your niche. And at a certain point, you're gonna start to recreate those ideas. But we'll get to that in a second, right? So once you've trained your algorithm onto the right videos, the next thing you gotta do is start saving the videos that you see from your algorithm that you know you 100% could see yourself creating, or you see has gotten a lot of traction, and you could potentially maybe take and add your own unique spin on it. So save these videos. You could literally just save it on Instagram directly. And then once you're done scrolling and you find maybe like 15, 20 ideas that you really like, what you gotta do is start sending these videos to yourself on Instagram. And then when it's time to actually ideate content or script out content, you can just go back to your DMs with yourself and look through the videos there and decide which ones you want to actually recreate or create. And from there, you can just start to recreate those ideas. And I'll just choose maybe 5 to 7. Do this on a weekly basis, so you have almost a video every single day that you can create. And yeah, that's pretty much like the infinite content idea glitch, right? Now, what you could do to get the format of the videos from these videos instead of having to steal it one for one, and it's something I do recommend that you also do when you're just starting out on content in general, if you don't even follow this process of finding ideas. What I recommend to you to do is to download the videos that you found from Instagram, and you can use this tool called snapinsta.app. I believe that's the URL for it. If not, just search up Snap Insta on Google and you'll find it. It's like the first link. Paste the links of the videos into that tool, And then from there, download the videos and put them into this tool called Descript, right? I would recommend downloading maybe 15 videos that went viral in your niche, so you have these videos to kind of work with. Then from there, Descript will give you the actual scripts of the videos itself. And all you gotta do is open up a new ChatGPT log and paste each script one by one into the ChatGPT log and tell ChatGPT that these are viral videos from your niche that you want to recreate. Tell it to analyze the scripts, analyze the formats, the hooks, the actual values of the videos, and understand it so whenever you're ready to actually write a script, it can script it for you based on these proven videos that went viral. So now ChatGPT is going to write a much better script than if you were to just spitball it or maybe just write it yourself, because it has an understanding of what has worked previously based on the videos that you provided it, and it can use those as a reference point to kind of structure the videos and give you really good ideas for new scripts that you could potentially make from these videos, right? That's essentially the process for getting these scripts. That's something you also have to just consistently practice and get really good at. Keep in mind, ChatGPT will not do it all for you, and it's not perfect. Like, you do have to train it and constantly give it feedback as to what's good, what's bad, what to change out. So it understands as well what you're specifically looking for and what your unique style is, right? So constantly talk to it like it's a human, treat it like it's a human, and give it feedback so it knows what's good and what's bad. And start creating these videos and start testing them out on your page. You don't have to do anything crazy for the videos itself. Like, you could literally set up your phone, record yourself. You could literally hold your phone, record yourself with like a mic, maybe like a wired headphone, and talk to the camera. The biggest thing that you gotta understand though, when it comes to content, is try to find ways to keep the video engaging and keep the viewer from the first second all the way to the last second of the video. And why this is important is because when people consume content on Instagram, a lot of times people get bored very quickly, just because this is kind of what it's come to in terms of society. Like, content in general, I feel like people have just made it so brain rot and made it so like calculated to where people have a standard set for the content and the quality that they're watching of these videos, to where if they even feel like a second of a video and it doesn't meet that same standard, that same quality, they're gonna scroll off, and you're gonna lose that viewer, and then that video will potentially just flop, and you won't get any views, and you might lose motivation, just quit. Trust me, students, some of my students actually go through this, but it's just like a mental thing you gotta shift, and you gotta also understand, like, you gotta meet these videos. You gotta make your videos meet the same level of quality as the ones that are going viral on the algorithm, right? And yeah, the way to do that is just by making sure every second of the video is high quality, making sure every second of the video has something on the screen or some sort of cuts or edits to make it engaging and make the video feel seamless from start to finish. And this is something you'll also get really good at over time. The metrics you want to optimize your videos for, so like the specific metrics or like the specific factors that you want to optimize your video for to go viral on the algorithm, is one, likes. Obviously, getting likes on a video will tell Instagram that it's a good video. Timer just went off, goddamn, I didn't beat it, whatever. Another metric that you want to hit if you want to optimize your video for these metrics would be comments. Another one is saves. Another one is shares. And then the last one is watch time. So how long somebody stays and watches your video, maybe once, maybe a couple times over. The most important ones, in my opinion, are saves, shares, and watch time. If you can optimize your video for those metrics, you will most likely have a viral video. If every viewer or almost every viewer watches this video continues to interact with the videos the same way, that tells Instagram that your video is a really good video, and it'll continue pushing it out in bigger groups of people, right? So it tests your video in small groups, and it consistently, if those metrics are hit in those smaller groups, it starts to push it out to bigger and bigger groups, and that's literally how you go viral. So now, I know the timer went off, but I still got a couple more points I'm gonna get through, just because I feel like this is a long process, which makes sense why I didn't beat the 10-minute timer, which is fine. But another thing I think you guys got to keep in mind too with your video is you don't need to have crazy high quality edits. The edits just need to be simple. That's all it is. They just have to be simple. And if you want like a reference point for this to understand kind of how to make the edits and like make the edits where they look really good and they go viral, go look at my Instagram at justchaso. And you guys will see, like, look through my videos that went viral. I have a lot of videos that went viral in the past like 6 months, 8 months. Look at all those videos and look at the edits of those videos, see what the consistent patterns are between each videos that have went viral, and try to also implement those into your own style once you start to get into the content, right? Like, it's the biggest thing with content is understanding and studying other creators and seeing what they're doing that's really good that you can also implement into your own content. So yeah, okay, I'm basically wrapping up now. Like, now you understand scripting, the content, recording, the editing generally. The last couple things I want to mention are just posting tips. It's important that you guys use trending audios, especially when you're starting out your page. The reason why we use trending audios is because if an audio is trending, typically Instagram tends to push out more videos with that audio on it just because it is a trending audio. I don't know why they do it, but it makes sense. So try to use trending audios, and you'll know an audio is trending is when you have your video in Instagram ready to post and you press on audio, you'll see an upwards arrow on the audio. If you see an upwards arrow, that means the audio is trending. So you could go ahead and use that. Just make sure it also fits your video and doesn't feel out of place with your video. Another thing too is if you're starting to post on Instagram, you might as well start a TikTok, you might as well start a YouTube account and post on all platforms. It doesn't make sense not to maximize posting just because you're posting this video anyways. It takes 10 seconds to upload it to another platform. What if it blows up on TikTok? What if it blows up on YouTube before it blows up on Instagram, right? Like I have a lot of students who actually have blown up on TikTok or on YouTube before blowing up on Instagram, and then over time they blow up on Instagram as well, right? So it's important that you guys post on all platforms just for that reason alone. And then my final piece of value that I want to give before we wrap up this video is have zero expectations about this journey that you're taking on. With content, it is a long-term game. Like you're starting this thing and you're going to be running it for years if you stay consistent with it. You can't give up once you don't see your views going up. You can't give up when your 30th video flops. Keep posting. The biggest thing that I've seen between winners and just people who just give up on content or just failed content is the discipline and the consistency that the winners have, right? For me, I was in a phase where I wasn't even growing that many followers when I started my page. Like maybe I was growing like 100 followers a month, but I still posted almost every single day and stayed consistent with it. And then one video blew up, and then all my other videos started to blow up as well. And then from there, I grew to like 20K followers and made like 10K, my first 10K month through the content, right? So it's important, guys, that you stay consistent with it, stay disciplined, have no expectations, and just keep running it until something sticks, and consistently improve with every video as well. You can't just be posting content at the same level and not improving if they're not going viral. You have to consistently adapt, have to constantly study, and you have to constantly implement things into your own video and your own content so you go viral and continue to scale that up, okay? That's pretty much it for today's episode of 10-Minute Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I kind of started a bit and was all over the place. Allow me, this is my first 10-minute talks in like 2 months almost. So I've been off it for a little while now. But obviously, guys, I'm gonna get back on it now. If you guys have any ideas for the next video that you want me to talk about, drop them in the comments. I'm gonna choose, instead of just giving a random person $100, I think I'm gonna choose the person with the best idea, and I will send you $100 through PayPal. Anyways, if you guys have any ideas, drop them in the comments. Best comment will get $100. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!